Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Let me start with today's daily dose. It's Motivational Monday. Now, over the next few weeks, I will continue to share about 6 powerful and practical leadership distinctions that I learned while on the AsiaWorks leadership program. And I tell you that I have been consciously practicing these 6 distinctions over the last 18 years to determine my attitude, my actions, and my analysis as a leader. In the first week, we looked at distinction number 1, 100% is possible 100% of the time. This is the distinction of possibility. It's so exciting. Then, in the second week, we looked at if it is to be, it is up to me. And I call this the distinction of freedom. It's just so liberating to live this distinction. Today I will talk about life is an enrollment game. This is the distinction of duplication. So simple, it's automatic. Okay, good morning, Jeff. Morning, Hui Suan. Now, when you look around, you know that enrollment is everywhere and all the time. You enroll people into your life. You enroll your best friend to listen to your stories and always be there for you. You enroll your friends to be part of your life. You enroll someone to pick you up whenever you need to. You enroll people to join your yoga classes. You enroll people to support you when you're at your lowest moment. You enroll people to fall in love with you. You enroll people to buy your products. You enroll people to, in Singapore, and sell you a parking coupon when you need to park. You enroll strangers to show you the location when you're lost, say in Rome or somewhere, so on and so forth. Okay. And I know that I am always being enrolled into something. Okay. I think I get enrolled most easily. My wife calls me naive, gullible. Yeah, I think maybe so, but I know I'm always being enrolled into something. And so is my daughter, from the stream of things she gets from online shopping. Every day there's something coming. Someone's been enrolling her all the time to buy something. So the problem is not that enrollment is too hard. The problem is that it's too easy. Enrollment is happening all the time. I get enrolled into this, then into that, and I have the attention span of a fruit fly, which is why I never succeed. To build a big business, to have terrific transformations, to create lasting legacies, you need commitment. Even in social media, for it to work needs consistency, persistence. So it's really enrollment with a capital E, maybe caps all the way through. So I want to talk about effective enrollment. Enrollment that relates to being a highly effective person. So in habit 2, it's enrollment towards the end in mind. Okay, that big purpose, that dream. Now, enrollment is what I call the defining distinction of leadership. Why? Because a leader has followers. A leader has a team that he leads. So when you see people below you following you, you know you're a leader by definition. So let's look at 2 of my favorite definitions of enrollment. Kelly Poulos, the designer of the AsiaWorks leadership program, says, enrollment is having someone see value and possibility such that he is committed to take action in alignment with his and my vision. Let me repeat that. Enrollment is having someone see value and possibility such that he's committed to take action in alignment with his and my vision. Artemis Limpert, a great leadership coach and a New Skin team elite, says sales or inviting is a dignified conversation that opens up possibilities so committedly that people are drawn to take action. Let me say it again. Sales or inviting is a dignified conversation that opens up possibilities so committedly that people are drawn to take action. If you look at the common words there, is committed, okay, action, okay, and possibility. So people can see value, but if they can't see the possibility of them doing it and doing it long term, they won't be enrolled. Okay, so this distinction is life is an enrollment game. Let's examine this statement. Life is an enrollment game. So when I think of the word life, it implies every area, okay, from birth to death. And you can see time and time again, people teach us that children are the best enrollers. They will scream and shout, they will do whatever it is, they will hold their breath, to get what they want. So you are an expert at enrollment. Okay, it's just that as you grow older, things get in the way, like your image or the death of your dreams. Okay, even to death. Okay, does anyone turn up for your funeral? Okay, life is an enrollment game. Now the word game implies that there's a start and there's an end. The thing about the word life, okay, is that it suggests it's forever. You've got all the time in the world to do it, even though life is actually finite. But you think that you've got hell of a lot of time, okay. But when you think of a game, it's short, 90 minutes. We play a month game. Okay. When you think about game, there are rules. So you're conscious. Hey, there are rules. What are the rules to help me win? Okay. There are players. There's a coach. There are results you're monitoring all the time. So if I ask you what's your GSV and you don't know what your GSV right there and then, I know you're not playing a game, because if you are playing a game, you know the score exactly all the time. In a game, there's an urgency, okay, because it will start, it will end, okay. But a game is forgiving, because after this game, if I lose this game or whatever it is, I can just learn from it and I can play again. Okay, so that's life is an enrollment game. Now sales is enrollment, okay, but in our case, where we are trying to create a stream of, we used to call it passive income. We're not supposed to say it, but really it's what it is. It's passive income that's leveraged. So it's massive passive income. Okay, you need to think long term. So it's not just enrolling for one toothpaste, it's enrolling to buy toothpaste for the rest of your life. So it's a long-term vision that you have for it to work in our environment of sales. And so I thought of some factors that would help it to be long-term. Okay, fun. We just had Jason here, and you could spend your whole day, your whole week, your whole month with Jason because he's fun. Okay, and so when there's fun, you have a passion, it's enjoyable, it's a want-to. Okay. The second factor that's useful for it to be long-term is to have a friend, what they call a buddy, someone to encourage you, someone to celebrate with you, someone to, that you can turn to, other than your upline, to sayang you, to comfort you. Third thing that's useful to have a long-term vision or maintain a long-term is to have fans, because fans affirm you every time. The dung beetle in you comes up. Someone is affirming you. You're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing well. Okay. And last factor is finance. Okay, so I'm having 4 F's: fun, friend, fans. What do you mean by finance? Okay, there needs to be some financial stake in this. For example, nourish the children. Why does it work so well? Why have we fed nearly 700 million meals? Okay, because we are not a charity. Okay, so we get paid a little commission, and that commission is so small, but it just doesn't take much to just motivate people, to have a bigger incentive to keep on talking about something which ultimately helps the children. Okay, so having a financial stake in something is important. In coaching, okay, when you enroll someone to coach you, or you're involved in a coaching program, if you're not paying for it, or if you're paying for it, there's incentive for you to take it seriously. Okay, so Anthony Robbins. I know some of you are coming together for the virtual UPW. Okay, you've got your own ticket. Although you're coming together to share the same screen, because you got your own ticket, you're going to get more value because you've paid a price. So that's important for long term. And in the case of Anthony Robbins, to me, long term is just one day. To be focused just one day is long term. Okay, if it was free at home, I can tell you, you'd go and switch off and have a coffee after the first hour. Now, I said at the start that it's the simplest distinction. Why is it the simplest distinction? Because I only need to enroll myself. When I'm soul myself, when I myself am soul, all I need to say is follow me. That's why we say to new people in this business, use the products. Because once you use the products and you see how magical they are, people can hear from the way you talk, from the look in your eyes. Okay, that's why it's called a word of mouth or ripple effect. My daughter-in-law Emily, we've been asking her to take life back for I don't know how long. And to me, I have an ulterior motive. I want my daughter-in-law to be healthy, but I want my grandchildren to be healthy. So I want her to take life back, but she just ignored me for 1.5 years. Okay, but recently, because she came into the business, she tried ProBio. Now I could send her all the science about ProBio, and she could repeat it. I think it will not have the same effect as when she shares her testimony. Okay, in the case of Emily, for a long time she's had trouble going to the toilet. She shared in her post. I don't know whether she shared in her post recently, but she's had trouble going to the toilet. She goes once every 2 or 3 days. 2 days after taking life back, she's going every day. I mean, it's immediate. Now imagine when she shares that testimony. Okay, I don't know what opportunity you have to share about your bowel movement to people, but when she shares that testimony, people can see that relief, the excitement, because she had enrolled herself, and all she needs to say is follow me, and toilet paper sales will go up. Okay. So the art of enrollment is learning how to inspire and evoke the visions and dreams of other people, and then empowering them to take committed action to make it a reality. You want to enroll people to their vision. So Kelly said, okay, enrollment is having someone see value and possibility, okay, such that he's committed to take action in alignment with his and my vision. So what is his vision? Okay, so enroll people to their vision. First, get them clear about their vision. And the 5 solid goal questions is a good way to have people be clear about their vision. We heard that again from Emily's Fresh Friday. It's a what do you want? Ask them what do you want. Okay. Now, enrollment is not just top down. Okay, you think I want to enroll this team below me. In fact, the key to your success in life is bottom-up enrollment. What do we mean by bottom-up enrollment? Bottom-up enrollment happens all the time. In basic employment, who's trying to impress who? The one trying to get the job is trying to impress the person who's hiring. In mentoring, okay, if you're already successful, why should you coach or develop me? Especially when you're already rich and you don't need the money, why should you spend your time with me? So the coach will be asking this question, the successful person will be asking this question to you. Who do you need to be before I will invest my time in you? Okay, so you are enrolling someone to invest his time in you. Now, I could enroll. I'll give you an example of how I could enroll. Okay, I became top in the 4th Jungle Warfare course. Okay, I was a national serviceman among all regular soldiers. They didn't owe me any favor at all. Okay, but I became top. I was National Serviceman of the Year in 1995 out of 300,000 national service. What did I do? I didn't even know there was an award like that. Okay, but I could enroll people to nominate me and vote for me. In insurance, in financial planning, I was successful because I was able to enroll people. But the question is, how could I duplicate and multiply this? In our business, if I can't duplicate and multiply it, I'm just a direct salesman. Okay? I can duplicate and multiply if people want to and people can get good at it. And that's where, we want to have people have a destination that's not just to be good enough, but to be great, to improve their lives. And then the journey is to be a game. Okay, in a game like Nike, it's fun. Just do it, a game and not a grind where it's discipline, determination, do, must die, all this kind of stuff, which are necessary. But, you know, if people could see it as a game, it's so much better. I mean, those people who play a big game, you think they don't have grind? Yeah, but they see it as a game. Okay? So we empower people in order to influence them, in order to make a difference. And I want to end again with an example, and the best example of enrollment, my enrollment, is someone like Hui Swan, you know, where if you look at the New Skin mission statement, you know, to be a force for good throughout the world by empowering people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities, innovative products, and enriching uplifting culture. Her mission is accomplished. My mission is accomplished already through her. And today I'm excited when I look 20 years down that an enrollment that started during circuit breaker will be a loud, lasting legacy that will go on to create so many loving leaders that will transform this world for eternity. Now, I could be looking at my daughter-in-law Emily, who's just come on board, or I could look at you. Sometime during this CB period, someone that you enroll will be a lasting legacy that will create so many loving leaders that will transform this world for eternity.